Maybe.
I
Maybe
don't know.
I'm on. I got Dunner online where I got him on the line so that he can gloat while he kicks my ass. He already spent an hour
Oh, you're
beating me.
recording
And we
still.
got the Jamil Dunes right off the bat. Look at that. Look at that. We've been sitting
High
here
five.
talking. We took an hour break. We shot an hour of video, and now we're back. Now we're back out here. I had to get my composure.
Where's my pen at?
Oh
Oh,
yeah, this
hole
is an
one.
awesome hole right here.
Hole number one.
This is an awesome hole.
Layup.
I'm curious to see like what this extra mile 9 can get done on this hole
A
because
layup.
I'm gonna go for it. I'm going for. I know that layup shot down there. I'm just gonna go for it. What the hell?
Yeah.
Let's see where
And
is that.
if you can just cut that corner of that rough bunker there,
I need to give myself a little
you'll
room.
be in wedge range.
I'll get out there with a Titan and see if we can get the. That's going to end up in a bad spot. Bad spot. That's going to end up in the sand. In the sand. I think a big topper would actually be better on that. You know, the deal is it's all that that layup shot that you're going to do is the way to go. It's just so consistent. Consistency plays out on these par fours. And it's been a hard learned lesson but these par fours are where we make our money in. And just being able to come up here and give yourself that shot every stinking time to get an eagle. But I definitely think the rock doesn't have enough topspin to get you into your minimum club, but that extra mile is the right club to pick right there. The right one. We got the Sphinx off in the background with the damage to its nose from the Nazis.
Well, extra mile is good because there's lots of room, right? Whoa.
Whoa.
Lots of room
Whoa.
in the rough. Lots of room, yeah.
No, but
I mean, there's lots of room in between the fairway and the rough.
You still got a good shot there with the rough iron, though. Where's Max Club? Well, way up there. There's Max.
Well, look at Canada. And I fucked up.
There's Max. There's mid. So I'm in that 8 per ring range. I'm going to put on some massive backspin.
Whoa! That's a lot of backspin.
That is a lot of backspin, and I'm getting that.
Get right up there. Get right up there.
And I'm getting that wonky thing on it. I'm going to have to put a lot of. I'm going to have to get right up on it. So it's 8 per ring. So there's 4.
There you go.
There's 2. There's a little over 2. So it's just a little. Now let's see if I can hit this perfect. I got what? 2 seconds. Hitting it perfect. Yeah, it's in the hole. Get in the hole. Get in the hole. Woo! That's what I'm talking about right there.
It's in the hole. Nice job, buddy.
I love those adjustments with that. The deal is that the accuracy stuff with your sand wedge and your rough iron is so much different than with other clubs because of the range that they can hit. You're about mid club. I'll be quiet. I think the crowd, the course guy, he's got the little thing up. Says, shh, don't talk.
Oh, that's one of these. Shit. Okay.
I could be like Tommy. Tommy had a friend.
Oh no, one time.
Hey, you're running out of time like I was. Oh. Tommy had
it would have been too.
Tommy had a friend named Nicholas when the game first came out, and they would play and they'd be playing against each other, and he would call him because he knew he played on his phone. So he would call him instead of emoji spamming him, he would call him and know it would mess up his shot.
That don't work for me, man. Try fucking Milano.
Hey, we're gonna freaking Milano holes.
Gosh darn Milano.
Gosh darn. Dang it. Dag nabbit.
Son of a gun.
Let's see if I can not epic fail on the shot coming in this time.
Good Can't get that tight in there. Katana.
Yeah, it's a katana is what I need to have. Actually, I'm going to do it with a marlin. I'm actually more familiar with the marlin shot. Get down. This is one of those. Get right on the red line. 245, 55. See if I can square it up with the wind. Let's see if I can hit it not 2 rings great to the left this time. And no, I can hit it 2 rings great to the right this time. That'll hit the fairway though.
Oh.
Uh-oh. That was a little too much topspin. That was last time I put a little too little topspin and I hit it great to the left, and this time I put a little too much topspin and hit it great to the right. I guess I'm gonna do the clinic on how to hit sand and rough irons to get eagle shots. That's the deal.
So what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna do a clinic.
The guy that hasn't hit fucking perfect in 16 videos is gonna.
Well, I shot that 9-hole cup. I did the qualifying round today in the 9-hole cup, and I think I hit one perfect shot into the cup, and I didn't make it.
Well, you hit 2. It was 2 in a row. It was par 5.
Yeah. It was. I hit 2 in a row on that par 5. It's like, wow, I hit 2 in a row. I'm on a roll.
Okay, where the fuck am I? Oh shit. 2.5. Got it
Perfect. Look at that. Just in time.
Didn't curl it though.
No, you didn't curl it though, so you're gonna end up in the route. Oh, now you're kind of back where I was. I'm gonna sink. I'm sinking this shot there. That'll probably be max short iron.
That's cool though. Max forward it, baby.
There's max. There's mid. I'm way deep into it. Now we're in just the ring adjustments. I'm gonna get as far back as I can. Okay, the wind's blowing me off in that direction, so I need to be right there. Now, if I hit this perfect, it's in the hole.
I think you're too far to the left.
Oh, I am. I'm definitely too far to the left on the 2-ring great to the left. That particular type of wind, that particular type of wind where you're not at the 40, you're at headwind, but you're not at the 45. You're in between the 45 and the due headwind. Those are the hardest winds for me to make those short adjustments at. Especially if you're playing in the upper divisions, like if you're playing expert and you get into the big headwinds. Those headwinds sometimes, because you're already at your red line, are super hard to make adjustments because you can't like pull out the side wind because you got like a 16 mile an hour wind and you can't pull it out in one pull. So you gotta have a trained eye to be able to eyeball it out. Those winds are tough.
Shit, here we go in. Ah.
Oh my god!
Too slow.
Oh, too slow. I'm gonna force you to make that shot.
I can make it. I should have made it that time. If I didn't time out, it was it.
You're gonna have to make it this time.
I bet you. 699 pack. Or sorry, you live in the States, so what is it like? 349 pack or something.
$4.99 here. It's $3.40. Is it $3.49 in Canada? Is that what it is?
No, it's $7.
$7. Yeah, it's $4.99.
$6.99. $6.99. $6.99 is a small pack. Okay, 180. Oh, fuck off. Again. Too slow, Sloppy Joe.
You got to learn how to do that because you have to. I'll tell you, it's amazing how often you'll hit perfect on the very first time by. Like you have to set up, and the first time by, it's amazing how often you can hit perfect on that first time by. Because I end up just because I'm talking while I'm shooting the videos and stuff, and I'm like, talking about the whole little deal, and the next thing you know, I got a second left. Hell, that last tournament, I think in the opening round, there was one of my accounts I timed out twice. Now let's get the hole in one here. See if we can get the hole in one. All I know is that I think my odds of getting in the cup in two are better from the sand over there than they are from the shot on the left.
Word.
I don't know what the deal is with that shot on the left. You would think that you got a pretty straight in shot at it, but for whatever reason, this hole does not lend itself. It's like, oh, you hit to the left? Screw you. Nice shot, man.
That's in the sand.
No.
Oh wow.
Ooh, you almost got a ricochet off that tree and got up there.
That's one of the first shots I ever made in that hole.
Two, three. Here we go. That might actually get over. One ring great to the right. It did get over. That was the rough bump. That was the sand bump. If I was actually trying to do that and hit it out of the sand like that, there's no way in hell I would ever be able to bump it out of the sand. But when I'm not trying to do it, I get that sand bump all the time. And you're in the you're in the hit it right, hit it perfect. It's in the hole. Yeah, I'm in the fairway. I made it. I'm unbelievable.
So I was making a drink. So that means I got to make this shot. But whoa, where am I? Sneak it in?
Get in. Oh, just.
Had to be perfect.
Just a bit outside.
Just
a bit outside. You ever watch that movie Major League with Bob Uecker? And he's like, I can't believe they're laying off pitches like that.
Major League.
Just a bit outside.
Oh, he's playing his wedge. Attaboy.
The thing is that these types of shots, right here,
holes, right?
Yeah, these types of shots right here are the ones you want to practice, though. So, like when you're out here playing your friends and stuff, those are the types of shots right there that if you practice those shots when you get in a tournament, you have total confidence that you can make it. But when you don't practice these shots and you get into a tournament and you have that, you're a little wishy-washy. These shots right here will eat your lunch. So you got to have, the only way you'll get good at them is if you practice them.
Yeah, that, and we can't practice the holes unless we get to them. So hopefully this will be dreaded Jameel. I think it's Jameel Hills Dunes. Jameel Dunes.
Oh, I think that's going to miss on the outside. It's going to be close.
Jim, you left me.
Jameel.
Okay, attaboy.
Jameel Dunes. Yeah, Des posted the stuff, and it's beautiful. Beautiful dunes. Beautiful dunes.
Or it's close to the Italian. I was looking at it up too. Is Italian is with a Y. Yamil. Also means beauty, beautiful.
It's always weird when they change the names on that stuff. So like I think of like people think of the city park holes. I'm gonna do that rough bump. I am at
Stupid
minimum
hole.
club, so it's at
Oh,
minimum
nice.
sniper is at
That works
1.5 per
good.
ring.
That works out good for you.
Well, that's the thing about bringing people bring out bigger balls on some of these holes. So I'm at minimum club, so it's 2, 4. There's 3. There's 4, 5. And I'm gonna do a little. I'm gonna do. There's 4, 5. I'm gonna do a full ring extra because I'm going against that headwind.
I'd say 10 plus 0.4.
Hitting it perfect. Hitting it perfect. Get in the hole.
Is it
No,
perfect?
no, that's still
Is it perfect?
that was a 20%. And you did the same thing the last time you were on this hole. You did it. We had that headwind, and you did. That was a 20% overpull on that, and it still ended up in the rough. So if I want to hit minimum club there, I would have to do probably a 30 or 40% adjustment if I was going against wind, or I'd have to switch to like mid club.
I can't do the same. Well, yeah, that's what.
And that one spot right there, though, if I get on that hole again with headwind, I'm going to try just a normal adjustment, just a 1.0 per ring, and see how that works. Because that'd be a 50% wind adjustment. But I'll bet you it's different if you have a tailwind. Hitting it perfect. Get in the hole. Get in the hole.
No, way too short. Man, oh man, I'm taking way too long to set up.
Yeah, but that's like 4.73 versus 15, so that was perfect. I'll tell you, when I'm playing one-on-one and I'm dead serious about trying to win chess, like I'm out there and I'm trying to build up clubs, and whether it's T7 or if even when I played in higher tours, man, if my opponent made a mistake on one of those par threes, I did not dink around. I did not give my opponent the opportunity to get back into it. I would hit in the sand right in front of them.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah. I mean, you're out there, if you're
But
trying to
winning.
win chess and trying to get your
It's about
clubs
winning,
better,
right?
you want to put the hammer down. Why let your opponent get back in the game? That's the deal. Slam it down.
Well, I want to see what's the count here. 58, 52 for you. You're up by 6.
I can't believe that I'm up.
That's awesome.
I can't believe that I'm up.
I can't believe we played almost 110 games against each other already. That's cool.
Are we still?
And we're almost even. You're up by 6. 58, 52. What happened? Okay.
You send one to me.
Something's going on here.
Is it declining them?
Yeah. I accepted it every time. Twice in a row here.
Here, let me fire the game back.
Let me try. Let me try.
Glitch in the game right here. This is the deal.
2 or 4. Sending the challenge.
You know what's really funny is I have all these Facebook friends. Why does it say challenge decline? Okay, there we go. There we go. We're back in. We had to wait, but yes, we got one of the holes we're looking for. This is awesome. And this is the middle one. Oh yeah. I haven't played this one. I haven't gotten this one yet. I remember how to play this though. Power 3 ball. Use a Titan. Max OP with no more. I think this is the one. No more than 3 topspin. Is that the right one? Trying to figure out. Maybe it was 2 less than max, but there was a number on this. Which hole is this? Is this hole? Is this hole 3 or is it hole?
Dead nuts. There you go. Kingmaker, extra mile 8. Overpowered dead nuts.
Titan, the king of balls. That's what we need right here. It didn't seem like I was using all the topspin. It seemed like I was only using like 3 topspin. I want to be dead center in the center of that.
Max left, 3 top.
It's 8. All the curl. Hitting that 1 ring great to the right. That should clear nicely. That'll get me. I'm curious to see because I think it was 3 topspin and it gets me all the way over. Now I probably could have put more on there. One of them, and it must not be this one. Maybe this one might be. No, this one might be the one. If this is hole number, I can't remember which one of the. I think this is hole number. This is hole number 3. Is that what it was? So it's 2 less than max topspin. So I could have put all of the topspin on, but I think the 2 less than max was with a extra mile 8. So it'd be like maybe 5 topspin.
It's got to be 20, right? 5.
I wish there was something at the top of the screen that told us what hole we were on, like right now, in between, up above where it says 6K.
It does. The new one, the new version does.
Yeah, and I saw that new version because I was watching Dale Appleby did a stream one night, and I was watching him do it, and it was on there, and I asked him, like, what the heck, or what game are you playing? He's like, no, it's the, like, if you get set up, if you start a new account.
The big yellow box that tells you, the yellow box in the middle tells you what shot of, each shot you're on and what part of the hole is and everything else. Yeah, it's much better. I thought it was an update, but it was only I created a new account.
So I'm in minimum. I'm in minimum club here, so this is 1.5 per ring, so that'd be 3 rings. And I got to do a little bit of a pull here, so I'm going to do like 3.
You're going way downhill.
3 1/3. Hitting it perfect. Perfect.
In the hole.
No, so that was like a 10% adjustment. So I would have needed on if this is hole number 3 on my note, it said plus 30% to the cup. So I should have done a 30% wind adjustment there. Way downhill. And my note said max OP, left hand curl, -2 topspin, which equated out to 4 topspin. Put me in the right spot so I could take that shot. But it seemed like last time we played this, I had it where I was like all the way out there. I was damn near overshot that fairway. But it might have been an angle thing. I'm going to have to look at the wind when we get in the tournament. That'll be the first thing is like looking the first day. That's why Monday practice round is so important because you can go out there and see wind because you may have a shot and you go, no, this is the way I'm going. And then you see the way the wind's blowing. And then you go, you know what? I gotta change that up a little bit because I'm actually hurting myself by hitting it to that spot. It's kind of like hole number 2 in the Origin Cup.
Number 2, yeah. You go with whatever way gives you the tailwind, right?
Right.
So to the left or to the left.
Trying to get that.
If the right was tailwind, go to the right. There's a way to go to the right. There's a way to go to the left. The left is so easy to Origin, hole number 2, Origin, like you better eagle that or you're not getting a win.
Well, this hole right here is way the heck downhill. So I'm going to do a 20%. So that'd be three rings. So I'm going to do 3 miles per hour. And that's a 20% wind adjustment. Hitting it perfect. And it's probably not enough just because I was going against the headwind. Wow, that was good. Not quite enough. And I had my tail sticking through there about half of the, probably maybe the length of the cup. So you could probably have your tail sticking through just a little bit more. The ball guide's lying just a little.
That's got to be 10. At least 10.
Well, I did a 20 on mine, and it's got to be, and I think it was. We'll have to go back when I post this video and watch to see like where it hit, if it hit in the center.
Oh dear.
Oh, you're gonna run out. You're gonna run out of time again. Oh, you're in the sand.
Oh,
Again.
Mr. Slow.
See when you're talking. Well, I think me and you talked the last time about when you're talking and you're shooting and you're doing the stuff, like when you're sitting down and you're by yourself.
That's
and you're
what
just
I
playing.
said. That's what I was telling you. It's like I can't. I appreciate how I don't know how the hell you do it. You're sitting there and you're playing a real game, a real meaningful game, and you're talking while you're shooting and stuff, and realizing that you're also recording so that everyone else in the world can see if they want to.
No, and what's really bad is you got a lot of pressure on you too, because you think to yourself, if I go out here and I tank all these shots, everybody's gonna just, so you got this you put this pressure on yourself that you got to perform all the time, and I don't really think about that too much, because like the deal is that I'm not that guy that's gonna win like every single tournament, because I'm pretty much just an average player who knows how to shoot the minimum score really, really well. I put myself in the right spot all the time. What in the hell is going on here?
I don't know. It's like everything reset.
Oh no, it did like start your game back up again, because we're into the weekend round of the cup.
It's tomorrow.
Yeah, but you can get into it. You can log into it right now. It started 15 minutes ago, so you can get into an early bracket.
Sweet.
That's why it was giving us that's why we were having some issues there.
I'm going in, and I'm already hooked up to my.
Oh, and I should go see where I came in. I should go see where I came in tiebreakers.
Yes, first. I'm first.
Well, that was in the qualifying.
With a measly 14.
Why isn't it showing the here? Let me start the game back up, because it's showing what happened in the qualifying round, but it's not showing where I ended up in the weekend round.
Do what you gotta do, buddy.
I'm a big fan of logging in and getting in.
Pause the video so we can get some actual play, though. No one wants to watch you change your clubs.
I came in, so I came in fifth. I paused there.
Only one with 14.
I came in fifth. So we got one. The leader here shot a 13, and then we've got it looks like the top four shot a 13. I think the separation must have been an Albie.
Sorry, I lied. I'm tied. I'm tied for first.
So the guy in first place shot 5 eagles. So what did he do here? Must have got some hole-in-ones. Oh, he ended up with a par on hole number 5. Hole number 5 can definitely eat your lunch. All right, so we've got. I came in fifth. I'm one shot back from the thing. I'm gonna have to shoot like a. My goal is, I mean, if you want to win it, I'm shooting for 15. A 14 might give me a shot, but not with the tiebreakers I have. I really need to come in with a 15 in order to have any shot at it. We'll play that tomorrow. Yeah. All right, you ready?
A 12 tiebreaker is not going to do too much. Well,
Well, the thing is coming in fifth, I only have 4 people above me that can actually do better. So I'm going to have to beat them, and I have to assume that they can shoot at least a 14. So my goal is to come in.
You expect people that are going to win.
If I shoot
14 or 15, are going to have a 14 or 13 tiebreaker. Back them up, right? So.
Yeah, but the top guy in mine only had a 13, so the first 4 only had a 13. So I know if I can shoot, if they come out strong and shoot a 14, and I shoot a 15, I still got 4 guys that could beat me, but
laying up,
or 4 players that could beat me. Yeah, I've been getting shout outs from all of my
equally tied for first, so no one can toppy.
I got to quit just stinking around on this hole and just do this layup. It looks so enticing. See if you can get up there this time. I don't have to really worry about it because I know you're going to time out.
Again.
What we need to do here is what I need to do is focus right now on how much topspin to put on with my extra mile to get me as far up there as possible without rolling into that rough, like what the number is.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh. Well, you got a Spitfire. You can get on from there. That's long iron range.
Oh, that was dumb. That was dummy right there. That was.
So there's max topspin. Now it's scooting across it. So I'm going to do the topspin that you would get on an extra mile 8. So there's 3, there's 6.
That's when you say you do a layup, then you miss. That's a huge epic thing.
Yeah, that's that no
bueno. I was trying to lay out, and a huge miss there. I hit good. Like, who hits good? I don't care if you're drunk or not.
No, that's really bad is when you're doing like on, so that was 6 and that was too much. So I could probably put 4. I'm going to make some notes here on this hole. So that you do about 4 topspin.
Yeah, 3, 2.5, 3 is most. I was eyeing, I think.
And this is hole number 1 that's going to be in the tournament, right? So if I use an extra mile, extra mile, and a Titan, and 4 tops, because that was about too much. The deal is I don't ever like to push myself up against those rough areas. I mean, there's a lot of times where I leave myself a little bit of room, and I could probably put on a half a bar of topspin, but it's more important to be in the fairway than it is to be in the rough, to be 2 inches from the rough.
Oh dear.
Oh my gosh, 2 goods in a row. At least you got both. Hey, at least you got both sides covered. You hit the one good to the left, and then you hit the one good to the right. So at least you got them covered on both sides.
I got them all covered. Yeah, that's right.
All right, let's see if I can put it back in.
Perfect smear on that.
Okay, there's max. There's mid. So I'm in the 8 per ring range. And I'm going to try and get it even more.
There you go. That's like a quarter of a ring.
That's like 16 per ring right there. So there's like 8. There's 4. And that's just a little teeny bit of movement. How did that change it on the hole? That's about right. That's where I would have moved it if I was eyeballing it. Hitting it perfect. We'll see if I got that right. We'll see.
There you go. In the hole.
In the hole. In the hole. Woo! That's what I'm talking about right there. In the hole. You can only do that's one of the things I like about a Spitfire and a Nirvana is they have, and especially the Spitfire has tons of topspin, and as long as you change transitional surfaces, like if the pin was on the back side of the green and you tried to run that topspin out, it will overshoot. The ball guide's lying its ass off. But if you pull off the green and you go past, you get way out on the fairway and you put all that topspin on it, it actually runs like it's supposed to.
All right,
we got this. Get up. Okay, this time I'm gonna put all. I'm gonna put
beside that bunker.
I'm gonna put all, but I'm gonna put more topspin.
Beside that bunker, and you're what?
I want to be dead center in the middle of this fairway down here.
Minimum long iron range.
And I'm over just a little with the wind. Hit it 1.5 rings great to the right. And still okay. Not good, but not great. Too much to the right. If you end up in that sand, though, or if you end up in the rough right in front of that sand, you
that's a good
can
angle though.
you can get on with
Nice angle.
a Nirvana. Next time we get on this hole, if we get this hole again on this stream, I'm going to try a max overpower hook shot from the other side. Just because I want to get it out of my system. I want to see what it looks like. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way I can get it up there unless I brought a big ball, and even then I don't think I could get over that rough patch. Did you put curl on that?
No.
Oh, so we got this hole covered. I hit it on the rough on the right, and you hit it on the rough on the left. So we got them surrounded. This has got to be sniper range, right? Max sniper going downhill. Now this is the hole that we needed to do. That I needed to do a 30% wind adjustment. So it's 3.5. That's 1. That's 9. That's a ring and a little. So that's 4.5.
30%. That's 1.05 rings.
So 4.5.
4.505.
That puts me one
Don't
ring.
Don't forget the 05.
Yeah, I got that 05. Yeah. Well, I only got the point. I only got 0.25. Oh. Now you put your good shit on me, dude.
I gooded you.
You gooded me.
I gooded
you. I mean, who hits good? That's what you said earlier. Who hits good? Shit, I guess me and you hit good. What the heck? Free. Is it late at night or what's the deal?
What is the deal?
What rat bastards? We got 20 minutes. We could probably get in at least get 2 more holes.
Okay, 20 minutes. I better hurry the fuck up. It's gonna be 20, probably. It's 0.5, 3.5. 3.5. Go. Oh dear.
Oh, well, hey, we got better. We're not hitting good anymore. Now we're hitting great. And the way the wind was blowing, I have it wrote on my notes at 30%. So a 30% because that was like a 2-ring great, and that should have been way off. But that was it's always surprising when you make a bad elevation adjustment and you hit a great to one side and it goes in. I mean, it's not good that you made a bad elevation adjustment and you hit a great, but it's always nice when it goes in and you hit a great. Scooby told me one time, he's like, I said, dude, I posted all these videos and all this stuff, and I started this whole YouTube channel to help you do wind ring adjustments, and you don't use them. And he goes, because if I use them, he goes, I hit greats all the time and they go in the hole. If I can figure out that wind stuff that you guys do, greats aren't going to go in the hole anymore. And he goes, I like it when greats go in the hole. And I'm like, are you kidding me? And he's like, no, he goes, no. He goes, I hit greats all the time and they go in the hole. So I don't want to do that. He said the only time it goes in the hole for you is when you hit perfect. Like, oh, you rat bastard. Now I don't know, like, where am I at in my club? There's no way that you could get, like, maybe, like, what short iron or long iron has the most topspin? Is it it must be a Goliath, right? So if you brought a Goliath here, you could probably do a rough one.
Goliath right there.
And the cool thing is about it is
Goliath, your yellow ring right to the top, the fringe or the rough there. Otherwise, no. You got to do something like this.
Uh-oh. Oh. Well, that was good information though, because the deal is that the ball guide isn't going to hurt you as bad in that type of shot because you're using all that topspin, and so you're going to get a pretty good read on it.
I never have a lot in my bag either.
There are some times when you're doing shots in tournaments where you know that the club that you're going to use is the Goliath, that it's not a bad deal. But when you're out there in one-on-one play, the Goliath screws me up so much because we use our wood so often, and the transitional line between the wood and the Goliath is non-existent. I mean, you're instantaneously from one club to the next, and it screws up your adjustment. Like if you're trying to pull the wind out and you're a minimum club, and it hampers me so much that I don't carry the Goliath in my bag. But there are a bunch of these holes in tournaments that if we have a Goliath in the bag and we know that that's the club that we're going to use, then it's not a bad deal. I'm going to try that I'm going to have to put a Goliath in my, that bag that I have with the Apocalypse.
For sure.
Is just a utility bag.
You know what? In this 9-hole tournament is coming up. I forget what hole it is. Is it hole 7? Is it hole 4? Whatever. Yeah, no. Yeah, it's hole 4. Hole number 4, where it's a really tough par 4, where you got the elevated green, you got your fairway bounce, and you want all your backspin clubs. That's a hole I think I'm going to try for the first time in forever, a Goliath, and then do a rough bump.
I'm going to time out again. Hit it perfect. I can't believe I got that shot off before it timed out.
You're playing like me.
I was just sitting here. I was looking at. I was trying to think about the shot of like where I was at in my club. If you hit that, so that's mid club. So if I take that shot with the Grizzly and doing that, it was mid club. But what I didn't like about that spot was I was having to put on so much backspin. Those types of shots where you're back like that, it feels better when you only have to put on like one. I'm so used to hitting with the Hornet where you put on like one backspin and you can let it release and roll forward. But when you start getting to like 4 backspin, and you're way back there. That's why you're not. I think I'm gonna try the Goliath out on this hole and see what that topspin looks like, because that's a really super clean rough bump.
Oh yeah.
And you're in you may be in the almost.
The great.
Close.
That was in, except for my great shot.
Well, it was 150.
Or you can do that, or you can rough bump it.
I think that where you were at, because you were farther back by the rough, so that means you had to use less topspin, and you got that backspin on there and it stops the ball, but then all of a sudden it releases forward. It's kind of like when you pull up to a stop sign and you hit your brakes and you come to a stop, and then you lose.
And it's more per ring too, right? The more per ring seems like easier to do.
I'm gonna bring a Quasar.
So like,
and my number 2 bag. This is the hole right here that I freaking.
This is the one.
Epic failed on the putt.
This is the stock hole every time. Same thing
every time. Bring out the Quasar. This is one of the few holes that I will switch off of a Marlin. Yeah, that's going to end up in the rough way far forward.
No matter, still good.
It'll end up in the rough way far.
Still good.
Right. Wow, I can't believe that didn't end up in the rough right there. But that shot's like gold. That's a golden shot right there. I don't know. You know what I love about this hole right here is that the mass majority of the people in the community watch Tommy. That's what I love about this hole, because Tommy tells people that they should hit to the left. And every time I get on this hole with somebody and they hit to the left, I know that I'm going to 75% of the time, if I can get my drive to stay in the fairway, I'm going to beat them out on the course and I won't have to go to a shootout. Because going to the left in rookie is a losing proposition. And if you are in a clan that has more than one bag and you do not have a bag that's got a QB in it, what the heck? That's the cool thing about being in an expert clan, is we have 4 bags so that we can have a big topper bag and a QB bag and an extra mile bag, and you can have a utility. What in the hell?
What is your major malfunction profile?
Now I'm going to get the little bit of lag here because I just plugged in my power. I've never had a lot of success with this shot, and
listen to you lulling me to sleep.
I'm always 2 rings off on that, and I'm gonna switch and go 3 rings off. I am getting some serious lag now because I plugged my power device in. Oh shit, I'm not gonna have time to work the wind out. Okay, I'll time out so that you can catch up since I wasted a bunch of time getting that lag. That's what happened to me on that hole in the tournament. I got on this hole and I got up there and I think I plugged my power device in, or I got to the point where it said it had 5% power and it got really laggy, and I missed that 3 or 4 foot putt and lost it. That's probably the best thing that could have happened to me because I was doing well in that tournament. But when I came back at the end of the day and went out there and played, I think that was on hole number 4, maybe hole number 6. So there was like 12 holes left, and out of the 12 holes, I hit 10 eagles. I was on fire. I went in the house and my wife was like, I don't know if you won, but you were out there doing the thing. So I'm always 2 rings off of this, and it always seems like it's weird. I'm going to put it 3 rings off and see if that changes it. I watched a guy playing, one of my opponents playing one of the holes on a course, and I've always had a
1.1 per.
1.1 per. Yeah, I'm just going to do.
Yes, there you go.
Oh, I should have released when I was going to release, and then I hesitated. Hesitation kills. Yeah, that's about exactly where I was at and missed the putt.
Hesitation kills.
I can't remember what tournament that was in. It was last November or last October. When I came in the house, when we got back home, my wife says, I don't know if you won that tournament, but you were sure out there going woo. See if my opponent can get that. Got the shh signs up. Being quiet on the video. Hitting perfect. Get in the hole.
Not enough. There must have been like a plus 20 or something there.
The main thing is to I've gotten a few eagles on this hole, but this hole has not been as good a shot as I have coming into the cup every single time. It doesn't. I haven't got as many eagles on this hole as I think I should be getting. There's some fine little adjustment down there that I'm not doing.
This one's fun. Everyone bitches because, like, well, it's par 5 and you can't barely even get there. Well, that's what makes it fun, though.
I wish they'd make.
You can't get there.
It's
a hard birdie on a par 5. Like, it's not even an easy birdie. That's fun to me.
Part of the deal now is in the game is that some of the holes, it's because of the ball situation. So if you come out here and you're playing some of these holes with a mortal ball, especially some of the newer par 5s, they're brutal. I mean, they will brutalize you. But it's all about balls because Playdemic wants to make it so that if you want to be successful on that hole, you have to bring out a power 5 ball. And so they want that power 5 ball stuff to be big sales. when the game first came out, it's funny because, when the game first came out, the scores were lower and people are like, yeah, but it was easier to get wins at the beginning. The deal is that we didn't have Power 5 balls. We didn't have, there wasn't a lot of this ball collection like there is nowadays. And can I get to that
Yeah.
rough?
I highly doubt it was easier to win. I highly doubt that.
No, it's always been, the scores weren't as low as they are now, but we didn't have as much ball collection, and people's clubs weren't all developed, There's 3-6. I'm going to do a 10% pull on that. See if we can get it in the cup. Hitting. It was perfect right there. It was perfect when it stopped. And then Playdemic was like, no. That's crazy to me how many times I release and it stops at perfect, dead center perfect. And then it's like there's a lag and it's like, let us catch up. Perfect. I think we got, how many more we got? We might be able to get one more hole in on this, maybe. Let's see what hole we get, and I might shoot it as an individual hole. And then I got to go to bed. We're planting flowers tomorrow, so we got over 100 flowers to plant. Milano.
Milano.
All right, I'm going to end this video here, and we'll fire up another one and just shoot one hole. All right, thanks for watching. Thanks for playing, Dunner.
Yeah, buddy.